Peace, Ferrari. Yo, I want you to pull all of these up. See, I'm sitting here talking to my son, and he was like, yo, everybody gonna make a diss record tonight. All of rap is good. They coming for me. He said Lupe and Drake is gonna link up. They gonna do a joint. And Meek and AR Ab, whoever, Meek and Nicki, they on me now. Look, you see, you see, it's no it's no winning even with the winning. It's like I spend time in your day writing battle raps, man. That shit is. I'd rather be filing paperwork, man, at the post office and do that shit. That shit does not sound like fun. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, son, I would play with you, but I gotta go to the studio and write this Lupe disc. That is not how I'm trying to spend my day, man. It's like, like Dre said, fuck rap. Y'all gotta have it back. It's not like even if it's my pet or some sort of possession I was trying to own. It's like, I see certain people, I have an opinion about them. It's a private opinion made public. I will say again, without my knowledge or permission or consent. So that's just a violation. I stand behind the statement. At the same time, I'm not trying to arrange some sort of exhibition of, that reality, whatever. My audience and the people who dig what I do, they've been around, and God willing, they will be around. There's more people coming. I do a lot more than rap, by the way. So, I'm not stressing in that regard as a creative person at all. But yeah, it's kind of funny, man. All of these things take on this very high, serious tone that they don't really merit. They don't merit it at all. But again, why can't we get along? It's too many shining lights, and everybody love a good fight. And all these so and so's got checks to write, so I guess they keep it drama, like North by Northwest. So I'm talking to my son, and he says I shouldn't say anything. He said because if I say anything, it looks like a contradiction, which is understandable, right? But I want to take an opportunity to address this entire atmosphere that's surrounding us. I know that a lot of people are on it because of what happened with Drake and Meek, and they want to see another version of it. This is just like another like fight night type of atmosphere, and it's the only it's the we are the only culture that this atmosphere has been constructed around. Now, some of that uh, self perpetuated, but all of it is not self inflicted. Some of it is self inflicted and self perpetuated. Uh, but yeah, it's threatening to turn the whole thing, or a fair portion of the thing, into some gladiator tournament. And you know what? These are private opinions that were made public, right? It's not like I'm in some active uh, campaign or attempt to arrange this and get the money together or figure out what I'm going to wear to fight night. That's not happening at all. This was barbershop around the way with the crew talk that is earnest. I don't disagree with that claim, but it's a lot of people who ask I think I could kick, but I ain't necessarily going out here trying to arrange fights with them. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference. And if it wasn't even made public without my knowledge, this is really the disrespect. It ain't got to do with nothing about Lupe. Lupe, you cool, do your thing, man. There's no conflict over here. There's no bonanza or spectacle that I'm gonna provide in that way. I'm not interested in that at all. But much success to you. Um, but that's the only reason that I even feel I have to address it, because the internet is not a responsible place, and you gotta clear the air with certain things. I mean, I don't take time addressing all of my detractors because I'm enjoying life, and them niggas not here anyway, so who cares? Um, but with this, I felt like, yo, it's time to clear the air and just hopefully get a lot of people's mind right about what the hell is really going on here. Also, interesting article that I recommend to a lot of people to pick up is or check out online is I'm breaking up with Drake on Pitchfork, and it's not just it's deeper than Drake. It's like the whole. It's a very interesting analysis of this whole circus type of atmosphere that's been put up around what we do in our culture, and it made me think of something that Grand Poobah said. I don't diss nobody to be somebody, you know. And it makes me think of something else that the sensei Dave Chappelle said to me. He said, the measure of power is restraint. He said that restraint is almost the definition of power. And what I see is a lot of people with a lot of power but very little restraint, and they bristle at even being recommended to use some restraint. That like using restraint in a powerful situation is some sort of weakness. It's not. It's wise. Hopefully, along many of us in this thing, just period, would just get to live long enough to be wise or not, or just I guess be old fools or whatever. I want to be clear with people that this is not coming from me as some sort of announcement or declaration or some laying down of the gauntlet. It was something that I said in a controlled private environment that I gave specific instructions not to be let out because I was asked if it could, and I said no affirmatively. And apparently, Sprite is correct. The thirst is real, and people, yeah, just on Frogger with it. What? No, no problem. Listen, man. There's so many things in my life personally that are much more important and are more of a priority to achieve and maintain than some sort of supremacy in rap land, which nowadays is just looking more and more like some P.T. Barnum circus tent, even where the winners don't really win anything. I love being able to create music and poems and rhymes and all of that. But I'm not here to compete with anybody. You know, it's not a competitive sport. It's not some sort of blood sport. For me, it's never been that. It's about being able to be free enough to just create what I find beautiful. Period. I've been able to turn that into a decent lifestyle and sufficient groceries for myself. So, what I got to prove? Who cares who likes me or who doesn't like me? I'm appreciative of my audience, but I'm not out here to yeah, there's that part of it in the culture uh, that has been present in the culture, but I don't think that we need to be holding on to that just because it was a part of a tradition. It's been part of a tradition, man. This whole Mandingo tournament of rap is yeah, I think we need to just draw the curtain on that. Or people can keep the curtain up on it as much as they want. I'm just not participating. To be clear, I never said that I was better than any other rapper. I don't think there's any other rapper better than me. I feel that that's a widespread consensus, but never mind consensus reality. You free enough to not like me, hate me, or completely ignore me. I don't make my art and I don't live my life trying to gather the largest consensus of approval from anybody. So to that regard, battling is not exciting for me. There's no interest. I don't get no enthusiasm for it to prove that I'm better than somebody else. It's a subjective reality. Some people may just like whack rappers, which is seems that a lot of people do. It's selling like hotcakes, but that's their prerogative. Or I'm not here to try to change their taste level or push the culture. It's I'm here to do what I'm doing because I love it. And if you agree, if you find something in it that's useful to you, then right on. Other than that, I'm not trying to change nobody's opinion or, manipulate them or, cause them to see the light of realness, whatever. You got your own glasses, see lens crafters or not. So that's that. Much success to you, even if you wish me the opposite. And that's all it is. More love, shout out to everybody.